Namaskar and welcome to another session of Sri Ma Sharda Devi. We are reading from Swami Gambhiranandaji's book and we are going to see why devotees they preferred to come to Jayrambati and what was the difference between Kolkata and Jayrambati. In Calcutta, the monks and Golapma and others had charge of the household duties and of looking after the comforts of the devotees. Thus, the mother was not directly occupied with these duties. At Jayrambati, on the contrary, everything rested on her. Now we know that devotees came with diverse demands. And the mother, with her resourceful ministration and never failing love, satisfied all these capricious children. Their childish whims were mostly in evidence at Jayrambati, where the mother freed herself from all the unnatural restrictions of cultured urban society, and the devotees found her more readily accessible than at the Udbodhan, where a strict vigilance was enforced. Many devotees, therefore, kept themselves informed of the mother's movements and flocked to her village home when she happened to be there. So we are seeing how mother was devotees preferred the mother when she went to Jayrambati because she was more relaxed with them over there. She took charge of all the duties. So the devotees came to take mantra or see the mother, but she had to keep a constant eye on all the kinds of provisions of their food, accommodation, conveniences, and necessities. This is what happened in Jayrambati. Whereas in Kolkata, this was not the scenario. She didn't have to take the charge of all these things, all the necessities. And naturally, devotees got less amount of time with her. And in Jayrambati, she was always with them. This service of the devotees became sometimes of a second nature with her. It might not have appeared as anything extraordinary, but we wonder how unassuming and diligent is the life of that unique personage who was none other than the Universal Mother, who was adored as such by thousands of devout people, and through whose mind and body was enkindled in the beginning of the 20th century a mighty force which has addressed itself to the task of human regeneration and is calculated to be so occupied for ages. And how charming does that life become through a unique mixture of rural simplicity with unquestioning love. In the field of spirituality, this is altogether a rare phenomena. Facts are indeed stranger than fiction. The devotees came at odd hours, and that also without notice. Often enough, they were strangers, though their dress and bearing revealed their culture and high social status. The villagers would look on them with amazement or hang on them with curiosity. But the mother, who was the center of that mighty force that attracted all these high personages, was oblivious of the commotion around her. And like the village girl that she was ever engaged in various duties for them in and about her little cottage. Some of the newcomers were accustomed to taking tea soon after leaving bed, and so she would limp around with her rheumatic feet to get some milk from somebody's house whose cow may have been milked by then. Vegetables were not easy to procure in that hamlet. The little that she had collected from distant villages would sometimes run short because of the sudden influx of devotees. The mother would go on searching from house to house for some more for immediate use. How hard she worked for the devotees. In the remote places, nothing more could be had for refreshments than mere fried rice and molasses. The mother, therefore, would carefully stock semolina, that is suji, with which she prepared halwa. And after offering this preparation in the morning to the master, together with some fruits, she would deal out the prasad in small cups for the breakfast of her children. Whenever her stock was exhausted, she would hand over to them cups full of fried rice, this is murmura, cucumber, and molasses. The cultured devotees would protest. What's this stuff that you give us to eat, mother? I am not used to it. The mother would persuade him, saying, Nothing else is available here, my son. This is all that can be had. Do eat this. It won't do you any harm. I shall feed you nicely when I go to Calcutta. The devotees from East Bengal were used to eating fish, which, however, was difficult to obtain at Jayrambati. Still, there would be no end to the mother's efforts. If she could not procure it, she would feel sad and say, I could not feed my children well. And though she was ever busy in this way, there was no disgust. Rather, she would say to her sister in law with pride, Hello, my dear, I have no trouble on account of my children. Even though 100 of my children should come, I can tackle them all single handed. So, mother's devotion, mother's love for us was ever present. And in Jayrambati, she did everything from shopping to cleaning to picking up the leaflets, everything she did on her own. Never once did she allow her children to do it. And they were more comfortable because all their whims and fancies were taken care of by the mother in that Jayrambati. She was approachable, more and more approachable because she was all the time there with them. This love devotees wanted, so they would go to her. Jayrambati was therefore such a place which everyone wanted to go to. We also need to visit Jayrambati. Hope you all have visited this place. It's beautiful. Please do go and see the vibes over there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay tuned to Devakshar, like and share our videos, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar.